Well, when I was ILD president, I had the great opportunity to meet so many of the presidents of other related lighting design organizations around the world, from Israel to Russia to Europe, South America, and we all do the same thing, and we all have the same issues. When we sit in the room together, we hear the same issues. So I think, again, going back to, opening the doors and giving more opportunity to embrace those people that have legitimate lighting design businesses, not necessarily having the same benefits that we might have had in a more advanced, environment. Why not share that? I mean, I think that's the way that we need to be going. So, and I will also add that I recently talked with one of our professional IALD members who is in Europe and or in the EU, I will say, who shared with me the dilemma of, I come to the table with a proposal and I'm up against a manufacturer, and how that person has navigated and explained to the client the benefits that they offer and the value they bring to the table that the manufacturer or the salesperson could not do. So, and by the way, won the project. So that's the kind of education we need to be offering to help those that struggle or are coming up against non-lighting designer competition to prove their value.
I think that making ILD membership more open to people that have an interest in lighting versus such a narrow version and practice of what it has traditionally meant to be a lighting designer will help for certain to be able to help us attract more talent and be introduced to new people and new ideas.
I think some time to digest this and ask the questions to the board and the task force is important, so that everyone feels like, okay, I fully understand what's being proposed here, and make a final decision whether they support it or if they're not in support of it. Because I value both sides of the coin here, because we all have experiences, individual experiences where we feel these changes will help us. And there may be some that feel that these changes are not going to be a benefit, that the organization as it stands now is best suited to their needs. But again, unfortunately, I think the challenge is trying to find the path forward that is in the best interests for the majority, so that the organization can thrive and grow and have a voice and continue to show lighting design as the important discipline that it is across the world.
I think that the spirit is to simplify, is to make it more inclusive, is to understand that we need to really act in the direction of collaboration, that we all know that this is the future. We all know that exclusiveness and something that it's very niche oriented, it's very difficult to be relevant or survive. So I think that the most important spirit of these changes is to simplify, is to be understandable for people within our community and the broader community that we are related with, and to understand that we need to improve the idea of collaboration. And we want to include people in the association, but we still are maintaining our core. The idea is to reinforce the position of the professional members and the fellows, and to understand that we are the core, but we want more people to participate with us in this core, So I think that this is the main idea, to simplify, to include, and to be relevant on the market.
It's a combination of both emerging professionals into the market, those that are going all the way up. And I think some of that value proposition also changes depending on what region of the globe we're under too. Acknowledging that practice in Southeast Asia is different than it is in mainland Europe, and being able to offer the different levels, I feel help be able to give those opportunities for someone who might be who might have 15, 20 years experience, kind of working mostly under kind of a rep supply design sort of engagement in Southeast Asia, I say, or it could be Australia, it could be other parts of that where you might have a market that has a very vertically integrated in one company piece, but all of a sudden, we're seeing some of those vertical integrated markets change a little bit, or you might have an individual who leaves a firm and goes on his own practice, or vice versa. I feel it allows a little bit of an easier time for someone who's progressing up the with a different value proposition. It allows them to be able to connect with the network kind of appropriately.
For those who have a sound business, nothing is going to change. I mean, it's not this change that is going to affect people that has already a business model that works. It's going to open up to more ideas, to more exchanges, that we are no longer stealing work from manufacturers that are aiming at quality projects. They are the first one that call us. Tell maybe it is idealistic and it's not always everywhere like that, but you need to be like that, otherwise you can't be a designer. If you're always afraid of everything, then you don't risk